There was a town that was patronized by traders because of their malong, sarong, batik, and abaca textile. Almost everyone in town weaved cotton, abaca, and piña fiber, and the most sought-after, silk. All the ladies in town were trained since childhood to learn how to weave flawlessly and embroider different designs. Well, all ladies but one, Lakambini. Lakambini lived in the base of a mountain. Her parents passed away years ago, leaving her a parcel of land where she planted vegetables and root crops. Whenever she goes to town to sell goods, she would look at the girls wearing colorful malongs with intricate designs and colorful beaded accessories. "I don't need those," she would tell herself whenever she would see girls her age lavished with layered beaded necklace and aberta, a velvet blouse decorated with gold buttons and gold coins. Though Lakambini is very plain, everyone admired her long black straight hair. Her greatest wish is to own a hairdress made out of gold beads. "My hair would sparkle like the midnight sky," she would say before sighing helplessly as she tends to her small farm. One unfortunate day, the town bell rang. It signaled disaster. Angry wind blew. Dark clouds shadowed the whole town as the bell continuously rang to warn everyone to take caution. Lakambini harvested everything, including green tomatoes and still small potatoes. She stored drinking water, preserved meat, and secured her small hut with ropes and bamboo poles. It was 2 hours since it started raining. After brewing coffee in a clay pot, Lakambini picked up her most precious possession, a wooden brush handed down by her late mother. She brushed her long, glorious hair and started counting. 1, 2, 3. She had just finished counting on the 100th stroke when there was a weak but insistent knocking. She stared at the door for a few seconds, wondering who could be outside on a howling and violent weather. With the thought that whoever was outside must be soaking wet, she suddenly stood up, and with the quickened step she forcefully pulled the heavy bamboo door open. An old woman greeted her sight. She was unsurprisingly wet and cold. Without words, she grabbed the old woman by her elbow and ushered her inside. She offered her dry clothing and served her the coffee she had just prepared for herself. For 2 days, the foul weather intensified until it finally calmed down on the 3rd day until it ceasing on the 4th. "Thank you so much, my dear child, for your warm hospitality," the old lady told Lakambini. "As a sign of my gratitude, accept this hairbrush, but please use this appropriately." Lakambini gasped as she saw a gold hairbrush encrusted with jewels. "Is it gold?" she wondered. "Ah, what does it matter? This is better than my old battered wooden brush. Now listen very carefully. Before you sleep, brush your hair 100 times from the roots to the tip. And may I remind you, please use this appropriately." That night, as was her hobby before she sleeps, she brushed her hair 100 times, but instead of using her mother's brush, she used the golden brush the old woman had given. 1, 2, 3. I don't even know her name. 4, 5, 6. What did she mean by using appropriately? As she finished brushing her hair with 100 strokes, she laid her brush down on her parents' wooden chest. The next morning, Lakambini almost tripped as she stepped on her hair. She was shocked to find out that her elbow-length straight black hair now reaches her heel. Not only that, it's not black anymore, but gold. Gold? Gold hair! With a brilliant idea in mind, she excitedly cut her hair back to its original length. As if by magic, her golden hair went back to its original black, but the strand she cut remained gold. She went to town immediately to sell the golden strands. It caused a commotion. Everyone in the marketplace wanted to buy her hair. "I want to weave it into a golden malong," said one weaver. "I will make a gold imported sarong out of it," said the other. As a solution, the town chief held a bidding. Lakambini went home with a heavy bag of gold coins. She could now afford the thing she mostly desired, the gold-beaded hairdress, but now she wanted more. I want colorful silk and velvet clothing. I would look like a sultan's daughter. She giggled, and with excitement she pictured herself garbed in silk and velvet clothing that only ladies born with rich family wear. She hurriedly brushed her hair, then slept. The next day, as she had expected, her hair is golden up to her heels. Instead of cutting it elbow length, she cut it shorter, reaching her shoulder. She sold it again in town. This time her bag of coin was heavier than the earnings of the other day. She had more than doubled her money, and she could now afford a wardrobe worthy of a sultan's daughter, even daughters. But it was not enough for her. She wanted more. I want to live in a bigger house. A sultan's daughter cannot live in this old and small hut. She scoffed as she brushed her hair. 1, 2, 3. She continued brushing until she reached 100. She was up before the rooster crowed. She grabbed the shears on the chest placed beside the gold brush. Instead of cutting it shoulder length, this time she cut it up to the scalp. She shaved the rest with the thought that there would be many who would buy her gold dust. She was right. She covered her head with silk sarong before going to the market. There was a crowd expecting her. Lakambini earned more coins than she did the first and second day combined. There was a hop in every step as she walks home. I cannot wait to brush my hair again. I will hire many servants. It is only suitable that I must be treated like a princess. That night she smiled as she meticulously brushed her head. 1, 2, 3. I won't have to cook for myself. 4, 5, 6. I won't have to touch dirt and harvest crops again. 98, 99, 100. She woke up with a start the next day. She unsteadily walked towards the wooden chest where she placed her shears. She touched her hair, deciding she would cut it by the shoulder this time. It was uncomfortable to wear a sarong without hair. The silk sarong kept on sliding on her bare head. Her drowsiness disappeared when she wasn't able to feel a single strand of hair. The shears fell on the floor as she loosened her grasp. She frantically groped with both hands. Nothing. Her hands touched the smooth surface of her skull. No, no, where's my golden hair? She ran outside to see her reflection in a small pond near the vegetable garden. She saw that she had no hair, but her scalp looked queer. At a closer look, she saw that her scalp was golden. She almost fell into the water as the old lady's words haunted her. Use this appropriately. In panic, she ran back inside her hut and searched for the golden brush. Please give me back my hair. I don't want gold. I want my hair. My original hair, she cried as she begged the golden brush. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry for being so greedy. 4, 5, 6. Please undo everything. I willingly give up all the wealth I had gained. She continuously begged after she finished on the 100th stroke. She fell asleep sobbing her pleas on the golden brush. She woke up the next day numb. She felt her shoulder hoping to find her hair. She touched nothing, and her hair never grew.